guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me. So I'm going to show you how I got this makeup look. I'm also going to be using a lot of new products that I recently bought from Sephora, including the very exciting Viseart palette, the neutral matte. This has been around for a while, but I finally bit the bullet and bought it. So this is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, as well as the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation, which is fairly new. Also the Huda Beauty Lip Contour, those liquid matte lipsticks. Lots of new and exciting things in this video. So if you want to see those things in action and you want to see how I got this makeup look, then keep watching. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started by using the Estee Edit Pore Vanishing Stick. This is like a little roll-up stick primer. This is a deluxe sample size. It's a point perk that I got from Sephora, and I'm just gonna kind of put it all over the areas where you need pore minimizing. My face is pretty well moisturized right now. I don't have any other primer though aside from this. I did actually buy a couple of new foundations from Sephora recently. One of the new ones that I got was the Estee Lauder Delaware Foundation, or sorry, Delaware Stay in Place Makeup. This is not new on the market, this is just new to me. I have already used it a couple of times. I got it in the shade 3W1 Tawny. I do love this, but it's very, very full coverage. It's not really what I'm going for right now. So instead, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. I have the shade Warm Natural, which is a good shade for me. I am kind of an oily person, and I have to tell you that I felt like my nose looked really dry when I wore this foundation, which is weird because normally I am like super oily and I'm not thinking about being dry at all, but this foundation made me look dry. The Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush Foundation Brush. It's really nice and easy to apply if you're like an on-the-go kind of person. I guess if you travel a lot, this is a good foundation just because it's easy and you're not messing with liquid. Overall, the coverage is very sort of like light to medium. Like I don't even know if I would go as far as to say medium. I don't think I'm gonna do another layer. I got a couple of different new concealers and one of them is really full coverage. So this is the one that I'm gonna be using. It's the Tarte Shape Tape. I have the shade medium and I have really been liking this concealer. It's very full coverage. If you pair this with the Estee Lauder Delaware foundation that I just showed you, you would have like a totally full face, flawless, staying there all day kind of makeup look. The other new concealer that I got is the Too Faced Born This Way. This one is kind of a little bit more like liquidy and a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, oily, moisturizing, I guess, and it's a little bit dark because I also got the shade medium in the Born This Way. Born This Way I feel like is a little bit darker or more like yellowy orange. I don't know, it looks a little bit less natural on my skin, so I feel like this will be a really good one for summer. But again, for now, I'm gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape. And before I go in with the concealer, I'm gonna go and get my new Beauty Blender wet because I did get a new nude Beauty Blender from Sephora yesterday and I'm pretty pumped about this. Some of these things I got yesterday and then some of these things I've had for like a month or so. But yeah, I'm gonna go get this damp before I put my concealer on so that we can go ahead and blend it out as soon as I put it on. Now I'm gonna take that concealer and we are gonna start by concealing areas around my face where I have little blemishes. So for example, down here, and I always like to just kind of put a couple dots on my chin. Same with right around my nose. I usually get red there, and I have a little spot here, and I have a couple up here. And then I will usually also do some on my forehead and then down the bridge of my nose. I'll blend that out and then we'll do our under eyes after this. Okay, so I feel like that added quite a bit more coverage to my face, and when I'm using this concealer on my under eyes, I don't like to do like a full swipe because it's pretty thick and heavy, so I just like to do a couple of little dots like this. Gonna go ahead and blend that out now. And I don't have like any new and exciting powders, guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Laura Mercier Translucent and do a little bit of baking with it. And I'm also gonna bake my like T-zone and the areas where I put a bit of concealer just to set that too. I'm going to just really quickly do my brows off camera because that's boring and you guys have seen me do it a million times. Okay, so back with the brows done. I just used the Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil, what I always use, and then I put the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper, the clear one, just to set them. Now I am going to quickly bronze up my face, and not with anything new. I'm going to be using the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, and I love putting it on with the Marc Jacobs bronzing brush. This is like a really big bronzing brush. Hopefully you can see it just adding a little bit of color to the cheek. I feel like the last time I used this bronzer in a Get Ready With Me, which was a while ago, someone said it was like really orange and unflattering on me, which I beg to differ and disagree. I freaking love this bronzer, so I'm sorry if you don't like it. Actually, I'm not sorry because it's on my face, not yours. Okay, so now to talk about a product that is new to me and exciting. It's the Viseart Neutral Matte Palette. I actually just got this yesterday. I haven't used it at all yet, so I'm very excited to be using it for the first time. I just ran and grabbed this, which is the MAC Paint Pot and Groundwork. I'm going to use this as my base before I put on any eyeshadow. And this is a really pretty, just neutral base. For my skin tone, it really helps just kind of conceal the veins. I bit the bullet and spent $80 on this eyeshadow palette. So now let's see what I think about it. It's been about 2 years since I've really wanted this palette, and I've pretty much been resisting getting it because I had a Stila palette that was really similar. It was like in gold packaging. But yeah, let's try this bad boy out. I'm pretty excited about this. And I'm gonna start off by just putting one of these bottom shades all over my lid. I'm gonna use this one, which, believe it or not, is not white. It's kind of like a very light pale peach. It is very light though. And I'm gonna put it all over my eyes, just from like lids to brow bones. And yep, that is pigmented and smooth. So far, it's like really pigmented, really smooth, but I feel like there's way less fallout compared to like the Kat Von D shadows, for example, because that is the Shade and Light eye palette is like a neutral palette that a neutral matte palette that I really love. And I also feel like there's definitely some shades in this one that you don't get in the Shade and Light palette, and vice versa. Like the Shade and Light palette, for example, has like a yellow shade and you don't have a yellow in here. I'm gonna go in with this one right here, which is just like a light brown. Oh wow, and that really just blends beautifully and effortlessly. I feel like I've done no work, and just this has completely blended itself out. So I'm using a MAC brush. What is this? Is this 217? Just that classic like fluffy MAC brush. And yeah, that is really good quality. Like, wow. I feel like this color is so natural. This actually looks like such a natural shadow, like almost as if it's my natural crease. I think I'm going to deepen it up a little bit with the color right next to it. So right here, kind of in my outer V and then up into the outside of the crease. So here. I really want to get into vlogging more. If you're watching this right now and listening to me, would you be interested in seeing vlogs on my channel? I've done a couple in the past. The last video I posted was a vlog from our trip to London, which we've done the third vlog in this sort of series. We did the first one to London, and then we did the Paris vlog, and this was our second London vlog. Basically, we went on a trip this summer to London, Paris, Scotland. So next up, we'll be editing I think there's another day in London maybe, I don't know, but there's definitely a lot of content from Scotland where we vlogged, where we're gonna be posting that soon. I'm gonna go back and forth in between those two shades that I just used in the crease. So this one and this one, I'm gonna go back and forth and then put that on my lower lash line. I'm interested to hear your feedback. My vlogs on my channel get no views pretty much compared to like a Sephora haul. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off like the excess powder from my face if there is any left on there. I'm gonna take this last shade on the row that looks white, this is actually kind of a peachy color, and it's a little bit darker than the color that I put all over my lid. I'm just gonna buff out everything that's been placed on my crease area with that peachy color, and that'll add a little bit of warmth. And then I'm gonna do some eyeliner with the shadow. I'm gonna use the darkest brown shade, which is right here below the black. I don't really want to use the black. I'm trying to avoid like a harsh look. I want like a very natural, sort of daytime appropriate. The lines that you're making, by the way, with the shadow, they're not going to be perfect. Obviously, that's the whole point of doing it with shadow. You get kind of a more smudgy look. But you want to make them look filled in enough to where it doesn't look like patchy and weird. I'm actually going to take the liner brush and do a little bit of that dark brown on the lower lash line as well, just keeping it really, really close to the lash line. Sorry for like looking down, guys. And then I'm gonna take the lower lash line, like the smudging brush that I was using, and just blend that out. So I think that is where I'm gonna leave it for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna add a little bit of eyeliner. Before I do any of that, like the eyeliner and mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my blush. I'm gonna use the Chanel Golden Sun. Don't know if this was limited edition or not. I forgot when I bought this. Was it maybe last year? I think it was maybe about a year ago. It's a really, really pretty blush. I feel like it's kind of a similar effect almost to like NARS Madly. Okay, so the next thing that I got, which is new, which I'm very excited about, is this bad boy. And this is the Surat eyelash curler. This came in a very fancy box. It was pretty pricey. This is actually my first time using it, like curling my eyelashes. So let's do this. We'll see what it's like when I put the mascara on. I'm just gonna use this drugstore eyeliner. I'm gonna put it on off camera real quick. Okay, so for mascara, I do have one that is fairly new. It's the Giorgio Armani Eccentrico mascara. It is a totally like plastic brush. I feel like it definitely does give your lashes a lot of volume, but maybe not so much length. There is a difference. Obviously, this eye has it, this eye doesn't. It works well, but like I feel like it's missing the length factor for me. I love the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It's a drugstore mascara that has just been like the love of my life this whole year. So I pretty much compare everything to that, and I think I like that one better than this. This one's good. I'm not saying that it's bad. So I'm just quickly going to highlight my face using the Anastasia Glow Kit. This one is the That Glow. Do they even still sell these? The one that I love using the most is this one, which is bubbly. And I'm just going to be hitting the high points of my... I totally am doing this blindly, by the way, with like no mirror, which is kind of scary, but hey. A little highlighter and it didn't hurt. Never hurt nobody. I guess I can put some on my brow bone. Oh, I forgot to use the highlight in the Viseart palette. This is something I forgot to do. I'm going to use the white shade in here to actually highlight my inner corners and stuff, and then I might put a little bit of the highlighter over that. It is very white indeed. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put some of the Anastasia highlight just over the areas where I put that white. And then I also like to add a little bit of glow on my upper lip right here, or like Cupid's bow, I guess, and then on my nose. So that leaves us with what? Lips? I got so many new lip products from Sephora. So this one is something that's really, really cool. I don't think I'm going to wear it today, although I definitely could. It's a very neutral color. It's actually 2 lip products in one. I was trying to find the box for this. This is from Tarte, and this is the Lip Sculptor Lipstick and Lip Gloss Duo. This is actually from Ulta, you guys. You can't get this at Sephora. This one is in the shade VIP. So the lipstick you get is on this side, right? And it is just really pretty nude. VIP color, I feel like, is a perfect nude, and it's a little bit more brown. The lip gloss is almost a little bit more brown, and the lipstick is a little pink. Another new thing that I got is this, and you've been seeing me use the Tarte Graveyard Girl Swamp. I've been using this like mirror throughout this whole video to do my makeup because this thing has an amazing mirror. Look, there I am. This is the new product that I got. It's also from the Tarte Graveyard Girl collection, which they ended up re-releasing, and I didn't get, this is the only thing I didn't get the first time around. I got the Texas Toast lip paint and I got the palette, but this is the Swamp family lip paint, which as you can tell is a bright, like very vibrant classic red. Really perfect for like holiday parties, Christmas time in general. This is another new thing that I got from Sephora, and I feel really bad because I originally got this as a Christmas gift and then I just ended up opening it and using it for myself. It's the Huda Beauty lip contour set, and this is in Trendsetter and Bombshell. There's a couple of different ones of these. I don't know if they're all sold out, but basically I already took everything out. It comes with the lip contour, which is the lip liner, and this is in the shade Trendsetter. 2 of the liquid lipsticks, and they're in kind of like a mini size. These are the Huda Beauty liquid mattes, Bombshell and Trendsetter. So I'll swatch all of this for you, and I actually think this is what I'm gonna wear on my lips right now. This is the lip liner in Trendsetter, liquid matte in Trendsetter, which is kind of like a dark, it's not that dark, it's like a dark nude, kind of like a 90s brown almost kind of color. Bombshell is more pink, and it's a really liquidy liquid lipstick formula, really kind of runny, and it kind of smells like vanilla cake. Start out by lining the lips with the lip contour. I'm gonna do this in the way that they suggest that you do it in the instructions, so. Okay, that looks awful. So I think I'm actually gonna just color my lips all in with the lip liner, because I'm pretty sure the instructions suggest you like leave some spaces, but yeah, I don't wanna do that. This is the Trendsetter liquid lipstick. I'm just gonna let this dry and then we'll go over the top with some Bombshell, so I will be right back. Okay, and the final step is gonna be just putting some of the Bombshell shade just kind of in the middle, and this is gonna create that lip contour effect where it's like lighter in the middle and then darker in the outside. So what I like to do is kind of put it on in the middle and then pat my lips together, and then I'll pat it out a little bit with my finger. And then I feel like it makes my lips look a lot bigger just by doing that like lip contouring method and by using these products. These colors are so neutral and I feel like they blend together so nicely. It doesn't look like you're wearing 2 different lip colors, which I think the whole point of this is to kind of make your lips look more plump and bigger, which I totally think it does. It stays on really, really well. Even just washing the swatches off of my hand right now, it was really hard to get them off, especially the lip liner and the Huda Beauty liquid mattes. I feel like they dry down, but they don't dry your lips to the point where they feel like crackly. They kind of feel like dry, but like not too dry. Anyway, this is it for this video. That is the look you guys got ready with me. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. You can click the red button down below. I will see you guys later. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!